very close. Down to the apron goes Kyle Busch, then he shoots up the racetrack, almost gets into the 31, and here comes Hornaday for second, trying to take that spot away.
How about that young driver, Ron Hornaday, trying to get by Kyle Busch here? Ooh, close.
Wide into turn 4. That moves Kyle Busch all the way up the racetrack. He has to catch it before he gets in the wall. And Hornaday catches the wall.
Caution's out, caution's out.
Caution is going to come out. Both drivers trying to get by. Looked like the 17 of Timothy Peters. They slid up the racetrack, and now Kyle Busch not happy at all.
It's all good, dude.
And Kyle Busch is going to turn the 33 to the wall. Our championship contender Hornaday in the wall.
Well, Kyle Busch should be parked for this race and maybe the rest of the season for that.
Holy cow, I can't believe he did
Championship
that.
contender Ron Hornaday hard into the wall. Kyle Busch sends him in.
This place is grueling. You're in the corner so much.
Oh, turn 2. Ryan Newman tried, and he finally dumped David Gilliland. Newman had hit him about 3 times before, and that was the charm out of turn 2.
But look who paid as big a price as Ryan Newman in the 39.
I'm not sure this fight's over with.
This went on for 3 straight laps. Newman trying to get by with the bumper. And Gilliland ended up.
Watch the guy coming out of this 38 car. I think he might be a little ticked.
Not be the least bit surprised.
He's trying to get out of his car. I know that.
Both Ryan Newman and David Gilliland were 2 laps down at the time. This is a couple of laps prior.
Remember, the 39 had been on pit road, had some issues. They had to hood up on the car. He had problems getting on pit road. I think he was a little frustrated, the 39 car.
And 1 lap later. And there had been about 4 or 5 issues of contact before this happened.
This might be deja vu all over again, but in reverse.
And Labonte inside of Earnhardt. He taps him. Going into the 3rd corner, he gets way down on the apron of the track, coming to the white flag. There's a leader change, and Labonte takes the lead.
And meanwhile, Ricky Rudd trying to...
Oh, and Earnhardt spins him out.
Oh, man.
And Tony Stewart is involved in the crash, as is Mark Martin, Sterling Marlin, and several others. Dale Earnhardt takes the checkered flag.
And Jimmy Spencer ran second.
Montoya,
boy, he's struggling.
searching his
Put that
first
pressure on him now. 3 to go.
first oval track win. He won it in Infineon 96 races ago on the road course.
And who
half a second. And the 99 has turned over Brad Keselowski.
And we have a caution.
My
I don't know
goodness.
if I'm okay.
Keselowski was on track for a 6th place finish.
Boy,
and we're told there was contact between Edwards and Keselowski. Talladega last year and early in this race at lap 41.
A little crossover move here by Carl. Clean here, clean here. Just slight contact. Look at that thing go.
That looked so much like Edwards' turnover at Talladega off the bumper of Keselowski.
Jeff Gordon won at Sonoma 2 weeks ago, then was caught up in a late race crash at Daytona last week. That crash cost him critical points, knocked him out of the top 10, but right now he's on the bumper of the leader. Oh! Kenseth goes around off the front end of Gordon. And automatically you think of what happened at Bristol between the 17 and the 24 that resulted in that shoving incident on pit road after the race. Only 2 people really know, Matt Kenseth and Jeff Gordon. This is Bristol earlier this year. Kurt Busch goes around Matt Kenseth. Then Kenseth racing hard with Gordon, got into his bumper. Then after the race, Kenseth showed his displeasure with Busch, who won, and went over to apologize to Jeff Gordon. Matt admitted he probably should have waited in the heat of the battle for that to settle down.
We're seeing great racing all the way through, but especially for the lead here. This tire that Goodyear has brought is allowing these guys to race like this. I think he might get him right here.
He's got him. Oh, the contact. And he takes the position back. Uh-oh, Kyle, will he retaliate? Yes, he turns him.
Hold on.
Joey Logano goes past. He gets through it. The caution is out.
Come on.
And there is damage to the points leader. Don't forget the Owners' Championship. It was 4 points in favor of that car, the 18 over the 22. And when the 22 was in front, it had switched to a 6-point lead for Penske Racing. And now this.
And Kenseth cleared by Logano. Maybe no. Kenseth takes him out. Logano into the wall. Caution comes out and the crowd roars.
What's going on down here?
I know we had talked about it after what we saw a couple weeks ago. I was the first to say I never expected that to happen out of the 20 car.
This is what just took place.
And clearly the 22 is lapping the 20, and 20 obviously intentionally wrecked him. And like what happened the week before was more than 2 weeks before was more than it should have been, and just flat wrecked him.
Well, if this was going on about 185 laps from now, we might see a different scenario as what's going to happen here right now. But I think they're going to race pretty clean at this point in time.
Are you implying that Junior might remember that?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know how good his memory is, but I'm pretty sure he can remember back to May. It's really impressive. He's able to hang this time. They've been working on that car.
They got together.
And Kyle Busch goes around.
Didn't wait 185 laps, Dale.
I guess I was wrong about that.
I think you meant 2 laps.
Twice today, I bet.
Sam Hornish's car, all torn up.
Finished 12th. See, Danica's got damage.
More damage than what she sustained in that previous caution. See what's happening to them here.
While we were watching the race for the win, this happened.
Whoops. Looks like Sam ran Danica out of room.
I didn't think much of that.
Onto the bridge, coming to turn 8. Nemechek right on the bumper of Cole Custer. Custer getting through. Here they come through turn 9. Nemechek gives him a little bump. Custer hanging on. Nemechek gets into it. John Hunter Nemechek and Cole Custer. They're rocking and spinning, coming to the line. Who is it going to be? Side by side through the grass.
I think it looked like Nemechek to me, but I'm not sure. Did Hemrick get by both of them?
Grip in these corners. Ooh, trouble, turn 1. Danica Patrick, Landon Cassill tangled up. Cassill going for a slide.
Okay, we did not hit anything. Did not hit anything.
It looked like Danica had a chance of not hitting anything, but just back up on the track.
Or maybe there's more to it. This is off turn 4.
Like gets clear there. And she gets in on the bumper, but just doesn't get off of him. Right there where you're talking, and you just turn it left and lock it down.
And she had a chance to not go up hit that wall if she just stayed on the brakes and kept it down there.
Got a crash. It's Kurt Busch with a hard crash.
That's too bad. He was flying.
He was running very, very well. Looks like he might have tested that safer barrier one more time. Down that long straightaway, Kurt moves over to get some air between the 2 cars. Get to turn 3.
He just booted him out of the way.
All right, survey says.
Who's he racing with there?
We're here, and it's a red car.
Jimmy Spencer?
Yeah. That would be what, the 3rd or 4th time this year that they've tangled?
He's turning Clint Boyer into the wall, collecting Joey Logano. Caution flag is out.
That was a real act of a champion.
Almirola slides in. Did the leader take the white flag before the caution came out?
Slip it to the garage straight right.
That's a year's worth of frustration.
Oh, conflict. The Cruiser in it. And somewhere in the middle of that is Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon and Clint Boyer racing for 5th position. Then this, the payback, as Brad Keselowski, the championship leader, right in front of him, finds enough room to get by.